everybody. Forecast update also includes a threat of some severe thunderstorms on Tuesday, as well as a tropical system developing. So we'll keep an eye on that. But right now, let's take a look at current conditions out there. It's currently 73 degrees outside. Been a pretty nice day. Very humid out, though warm out. Winds are calm at the moment at 8:07 p.m. Rainfall has been scarce for a while, but fingers crossed that's about to make a dramatic change as we go on into tomorrow night, and even into the week, going forward from there. But let's move on and take a look at the radar right quick. Nothing showing up on radar right now. Clear scan across the area. Not really seeing anything. Now let's look at tonight's forecast. Of course, you'll notice showers and thunderstorm chances start to increase from the northwest as we get a boundary coming from the northwest, low pressure system there. Pretty much out of our area unless you're in the far northwest portion of Alabama, up around a little bit northwest of Florence there, around a 15 to 20% chance. But most stay dry tonight. Moving on to tomorrow, that changes. Boundary continues to move to the southeast. It will stall out. So that boundary moving from the northwest will move in here and it'll stall out, giving us some, pretty decent rain and thunderstorms, also the threat of some severe stuff, but we'll get into that in a minute. Looks like around a 60 to 70% chance of showers and storms, 60 to 80% chance, tomorrow. Highs around 87 for Fort Payne, 91 for Huntsville, 88 Coleman, 89 Stevenson, 86 Russellville, and 87 Florence. So, showers and storms on the way. Let's look at the forecast outlook. Of course, calling for a chance of storms, 60 to 80% chance, highs 83 to 91. Low 62 to 68. Wednesday, chance of storms, 60 to 80% chance. Highs 76 to 83. Low 60 to 67. Thursday, more chance of storms, 75 to 85% chance of rainfall. Highs 70 to 76. Low 62 to 66. And Friday, a 40 to 50% chance of storms. Highs 74 to 78. Low 60 to 64. So notice a big cool off. We've been talking about that for a bit. Starting Wednesday. Now, we got some key points to mention here. Storm chances are medium to high throughout the week. That's great news. Tuesday, some storms may become strong to severe, producing gusty, maybe damaging winds. Keeping an eye on the tropics for the second half of the week. Main impacts is locally heavy rainfall that may result in flooding. Also can't rule out some gusty winds either. Now, speaking of which, let's move to look at the rainfall totals and see how much we expect. Look at that. 5 to 6 inches of rainfall expected in northeast Alabama from this system. Now, that's if nothing changes. That's as of now. We know things probably will change. We'll look at the excessive rainfall outlook. There is an excessive rainfall outlook issued by the Weather Prediction Center. Level 2, slight risk for northeast Alabama and along I-65 and east and southeast and south of us. Being under a level 2 for that. Now, let's look at our tropical system. What have we got now? Well, we've got some key notes here. Actually, the disturbance is forecast to strengthen and be near hurricane strength when it reaches the far northwestern Caribbean Sea. That's tomorrow night. Tropical storm conditions are expected over portions of western Cuba and the northeastern coast to the Yucatan Peninsula, with hurricane conditions possible. System is expected to intensify while it moves northward over the eastern Gulf of Mexico, and it could be a major hurricane when it reaches the northeastern Gulf Coast on Thursday. So possibility of a major hurricane here. Something we really need to pay attention to with that. We'll look at it a little bit more on the GFS. So let's see what it's supposed to do. There's our models, and it's going to do like a Fujiwara effect. You notice it's going to kind of go northwest. After it moves north, it's going to curve northwest and kind of go back northwest. It's called a Fujiwara effect. Why? I'm not sure why they call it that. I don't know the basic science or, anything like that, science behind that. I know there is some science behind it. I'm just not sure what it is, but I just know what it's called, a Fujiwara effect. So really going to be paying attention to this system, and the models, very inconsistent at this point. So we'll keep an eye on it to see what happens. This thing will update as we go on into getting on into tomorrow and the next day. We'll update a little bit more. But looking at the newest information from the National Hurricane Center, shows it kind of going northeast and then curving back to the northwest. So it's going to come really close to northeast Alabama, the eye of it at this point. Of course, that will change again, I'm sure, as we get on into the days ahead. Now, looking at our satellite imagery out of there, you can see that tropical system there just to the south. I mean, or actually just south of Florida. If you follow Florida and go straight down, you can see our systems right in there. So they are developing. You know, the Weather Service and Hurricane Center's all over this stuff watching it. Now, enough about the tropical system. Let's move on for what we've got for Tuesday. Does include a threat of some severe storms. Low chance, but strong to severe storms possible Tuesday afternoon and evening. Timing 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesday. Better time frame as we get on into the morning hours. Still kind of uncertainty with the timing, but we'll actually look at it on the high resolution rapid refresh to give us a good idea here in a minute. All of northern Alabama and southern middle Tennessee, damaging winds and heavy rainfall, of course, and flooding. Low confidence with that, but it does exist. So let's look at the Storm Prediction Center models. Level 1, marginal risk of severe thunderstorms extends from Huntsville to Decatur to Florence, includes all of Jackson County. Might as well go ahead and put, you know, all of Marshall and DeKalb in it because parts of it's already in there anyway. Low threat, main threat, gusty to potentially damaging winds with that, and of course that graphic confirms that. 5% risk of that. Now, let's look at the models when this stuff's expected to move in. So let me look, because I have not even looked over them yet to see when it looks like it gets here. So it looks like it got here around, I mean, goodness, it's putting it late tomorrow night, like 1 a.m. it's saying. Let's look when the heaviest gets here. It looks like the most activity, the heaviest stuff is northwest Alabama at the moment. And we get some heavier stuff coming in around 3 a.m. Into the morning hours on Wednesday, and some pretty heavy stuff there coming in later on. So it looks like, you know, late into tomorrow night. So late into tomorrow night, we'll still watch for any potential pop-ups because this only gives us an idea. It's not, you know, they're usually pretty accurate, but it's not 100%. So we'll keep an eye on this forecast, see if it changes. But it looks like we're in for some stormy, wet weather. Thank God. Everything outside's officially dying, so thank God for that. Hopefully we get a lot more rain. But that's what I've got for tonight. Thanks for watching. And we're going to get ready to wrap it up. It's been a day. It's been a busy day. I am tired. My lady actually is sitting over here asleep on the camera with me live there. So she's not been feeling too good. So prayers for you, sweetheart. Even though she's asleep. She can't even see me, but she's asleep. I'm looking at her here. So anyway, let's get ready to wrap it up here. And we'll take a look at the chat. Hello, Evan Rube 123. Thanks for watching. Pam Collins, thank you for watching. B.A. Shane, thank you for watching. And yes, we have been praying for rain. Thank goodness. We're finally maybe going to get some. Fingers crossed. B.A. Shane, hello again. Well, hello, everybody. Good evening. It's 8:15, and I'm going to head to bed. You guys have a great rest of your evening. Good night, and be safe out there. We'll see you on the next one. We'll update again soon. Take care.